Howdy guys, we're back. I just quickly went back into Flame Mammoth stage because I found out that one of the sub-tanks that we're missing is actually in this stage. And we actually needed the helmet upgrade for it, again. So what you do is, you find this area, you jump at it, and you can see it here. You have to jump pretty damn perfectly at this wall in order to get these... to trigger... There you go. And there you go. We get the next sub-tank. Fantastic. Now what's going to happen now is I'm going to do it like this at the moment, just to cover all the sub-tanks and all the hard container locations, just so that if you guys don't know where they are, I can quickly show you where they are. So, let's move on to the next one. And we're back, this time in Spark Mandrill's stage. As you can see now, ever since defeating Spark Mandrill, this place has gone completely haywire. It's not nearly as bad as it was when we were here last time, let's just say that. And also now there are a lot more power cuts, apparently. So you need to be quite careful. Oh! And you know what, I'm going to show off the new awesome Mega Buster. Just look at that. Massive damage. But sometimes it's just as easy to just spam lemons. So there you go, you can see the sub-tank over there, but how do we get it? Well, you equip the weapon that you got from Boomerkawanga, and if you can get it, if you can get the right angle on it, if you can get the right angle on it, if you can get the right angle on it, because obviously these are a little bit temperamental. Well, you know what? First off, I'm gonna deal with this guy. Go on, just shoot your things. There you go. I'm gonna deal with you first, just so that I don't waste boomerang ammo. Okay. You need to try your best to get it. There you go. So you have to shoot your boomerangs at it. It picks it up and brings it to you. So now we have all 4 sub-tanks going into Phase Sigma, which is friggin' amazing. So let's escape from here and move on to the next one. And we're back, this time in Storm Eagle's stage yet again. Now in Storm Eagle's stage, where is a life container that I missed, which is in a pretty obvious place. I knew there was something like this here. But you get to the top over here, you dash off, and here it is. Hard container right at the very beginning of the stage. Now the next one I'm going to go for should be in Chill Penguin stage. And now we're back in Chill Penguin stage. Now, the key thing to know here is when you just get out of your Mobile Suit Gundam for the first time. You go over here, you don't fail like that. You dash jump over to here. And you'll notice these 2 huts. You skip the first hut, you go to the other hut, get your flame sub weapon, blow it up. There it is. Another hard container for your enjoyment. And the next time I'll see you guys, we'll be getting another life container. Dragonflies! So we're now back in Spark Mandrill stage, and you may remember this one. And you may remember the fact that I found this really, really tough. Now I thought to myself, now I did say back in that episode that I thought you needed a specific item in order to get this, but nope, it just requires a lot of patience and skill. Because you need to be incredibly fast to pull this off, apparently. Because you need to dash jump off that wall. Oh. Basically, okay, so I'll explain to you how you do it. Because so many people find this like the toughest one. What you have to do, you basically have to dash jump off of this wall to then hit that platform. So you need to so that you have enough space. Because I'll give you a demonstration. If you normal jump off, you're not going to have enough distance to go for it. If you dash jump off, you get a lot more distance to play around with. So keep that in mind. That's Spark Mandrill. Let's move on. And we return, this time in Launch Octopus's stage. Now what you have to do is you have to get up to the part where the ship is. Because the trick to getting the next hard container is that you have to destroy the ship. So just be careful of what you're up against, because this can be a little bit tough and it might take a while. But if you bide your time and you know exactly what you're doing, you can time this pretty damn well and down the ship. Now the trick is that you have to stay on the ship through its entirety of its destruction, because it will go down, down, deeper and down to this section that you may not have ever seen before. So you go in here, and the first thing you'll notice is, oh, it's that Cedra boss again. Ugh. And I realised there's actually a really good and easy trick to defeating this guy. But I need to get to a good enough location to pull it off. I could have done it back there, because you notice you don't actually get damaged by his body. You only get damaged, I believe, by his head and his tail. So what you do is, you don't do that. That's for certain. Oh man, I'm terrible when it comes to this. Well, basically, you have to kill this guy in order to go on with what you're doing. So just kill him. Just do your best. Kill the living daylights out of him, and we can have super fun time. Yeah. Okay, so this is what you do. You get onto his back and just shoot him. You go nuts. You unleash the nuts. And unleash the craziness, obviously. When he turns around, you're supposed to turn around with, so you don't fail like a whore bag like me. Okay, here we go. Okay, now let's work on that back of your head. So you only want a little bit off the top, yes? Okay, I'll take a little bit off the top. Or a little bit from behind. Oh, come on. He must almost be defeated by now. He must be dead by now! Okay, here we go. There you go. Ooh. Just need to be careful of that landing, because if you're not careful, you're going to land straight into those spikes. Oh, the one up being in there. Anyway, you defeat him, you come over here, and life container. Amazing! We're almost done with all our, well, all the secret stuff being gained. So, let's move on to the next one. Let's keep this going. And we're back, this time back in Boomerang's stage. Okay, so you might be wondering, how do you get this one? It's really easy. Remember what we did in Spark Mandrill stage? Simply do it again. But obviously be in the right location for it. Be in the right location for it. Be in the right location for it. There you go. Heart container in Boomerang stage. Really, really easy. And I believe we only have one left, and that's in Sting Comedian stage. So I'll see you down there. And welcome back, this time in Sting the Comedian stage. Now, if this grasshopper is going to be a douche, I swear to God, no he's not. Now you might think that this pit is a pit of death. It kind of is, but it also kind of isn't. Now you need the helmet upgrade in order to do this, but what you do, you skid down, and then you'll notice you'll be able to break the blocks with your helmet upgrade. Now the trick is though, you need to preferably destroy all these blocks, which is not an easy task. So you gotta be nice, you gotta be very careful when dealing with this. Because what you have to do is, you have to get as close to the edge as you can. Because you want to build up as much dash speed as possible, basically. There you go. Fantastic. First try. Sting a Comedian life container. There you go. Now, there's only one other thing we need to collect. And I think you guys know what it is. I'll see you in Armadillo stage. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Armored Armadillo stage. We're going to see if this time we have got everything we need in order to reveal the Hadouken. I've done my research on this, so hopefully this should be the chance I get to acquire this legendary weapon. Okay, so we've got to tame these birds, would be mighty handy. As we jump, there it is. Okay, so before I activate this capsule, you need to keep in mind a few things if you want the Hadouken. Number 1, you need all upgrades. So that's every single upgrade for Mega Man. Number 2, you need all 8 heart containers. Number 3, you need to hit this ledge 4 times before it shows up. So you need to already be landing on this stage 4 times. Ugh, that's the trippy part that may get a lot of people out. After you've got that, you then get Dr. Light wearing a Ryu outfit. I give you a special present. Now enter the capsule, please. And the special present he gives you is this bad boy. Doesn't really change how Mega Man looks, but it is something really special as you're now able to do this. You can now do the Mega Man Hadouken! So you might be wondering how you do it. Well, you know how you normally shoot. And you know how you normally do a Hadouken? If you don't, you do down, down right, or down left, depending on which direction you're facing, and then right and shoot. So in other words, this. And you pull off a Hadouken. You can do it right, or you can do it left. Which is awesome. But there's only one trick to using the Hadouken. Well, there are 2 tricks actually. The first trick is that you need to have full health in order to pull off the Hadouken. And then the second one is, if you leave the game, enter a password and then come back, even if you have all the upgrades and everything, the Hadouken will not carry across. So you need to pick up the Hadouken every time you return to the game, which is pretty trippy. But as long as you've hit that pedestal 4 times, it will be there every single time. So that's not nearly as bad. So yes, we now have everything we need to take on Sigma. How will we do against the Maverick Lord himself? Well, tune in next time as I go face to face with Evil Incarnate. So, till next time guys, I am WX Protocols from VideoGamesUncovered.com, and I'll be seeing you on the other side.